Shalom, shalom. First off, I'd like to give all the praise and all the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect around the four corners of the earth that are making their calling and election sure. This your brother Yanakar coming back at you again in the spirit with another lesson. Going into Yahweh Shema Shah is about to bless us. We are about to be joint heirs with Yahweh Shah, and everything that Yahweh Shah receives, we receive. And it's going to be beautiful to see. It's going to be beautiful to watch, because you're going to see Jake in their right state of minds. You're going to see Jake being fully righteous, all right, governing the earth, governing the resources. And that's the thing, that's the times that we're coming into. We're coming into a changing of the guard, a changing of the power. All right, this whole power structure is about to be changed, and the so-called blacks, the so-called Native Americans, so-called Latinos are about to be on top. We are about to rule this planet Earth in righteousness. All right, the tabernacle of David is about to be set up again on the earth, and we're about to really see this place beautified again. It's going to turn into a paradise again, Adon, and we're waiting on that time. That's why we go out to the highways, the byways, and the hedges, because we want to see this thing happen. We want to see Yahweh Shai come back and put this place in order. That's why we out here on the highways, the byways, and the hedges, fighting and getting to the gates of the nobles, shaking their hand, all right, crying aloud, because we want to see righteousness prevail on the earth. We getting vexed every day with the filthy conversation that's going on in Babylon the Great, aka America. We are vexed with the philosophies that are being pushed in Babylon the Great, saying that the so-called white man is the son of God, saying that these Israelis over here in Israel are the real Jews. Okay, we're getting vexed with that. So we want to see how Bashem Shah come back. We getting tired of having the so-called white man foot on our neck. Brothers out here fighting, brothers out here scratching and beating the pavement, because we want to see Yahweh Shah get the win. This movie is getting exciting right now. It's a plot twist after a plot twist. Alright? Highs, lows. This is a beautiful movie. And this is Yahweh Bashem Shah's movie. And we are just actors in a movie. So we're trying our best to please Yahweh Bashem Shah, so we can get delivered out of these coming calamities, out of these coming turmoils that are coming to the earth. That's why brothers had to keep praying. We know what times we're in. We're in the end times now. We're in the times of great prophecies coming to the earth. And all the great men, they wanted to see these things. All right? Matthew 13:1. The same day went Yahweh Shah out of the house and sat by the seaside. And great multitudes were gathered together unto him, so that he went into a ship and sat. And the whole multitude stood on the shore. And he spake many things unto them in parables, saying, Behold, a sower went forth to sow. And when he sowed, some seeds fell by the wayside, and the fowls came and devoured them up. Some fell upon the stony places, where they had not much earth, and forthwith they sprung up, because they had no deepness of the earth. And when the sun was up, they were scorched, and because they had no root, they withered away. And some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprung up and choked them. But others fell into good ground, and brought forth fruit, some an 100-fold, some 60-fold, and some 30-fold. Who have ears to hear, let him hear. And this is speaking of this word. When brothers going out here to teach the word, some people get it, some people don't. Some people you can see get it, and then there'll be someone with them choking out the word, saying, no, I don't believe in them. Hey, they in a cult. Look at they wearing dresses. Look at them on the highways and byways looking foolish. All right, they choking out the word. 5%ers, atheists, All of these people are trying to choke the word out. All right? The Baptist Church, Christianity. But when this word falls into the ears of the hopeful elect, they get it. They receive it. They understand what is going on. They understand that Yahweh Shema Shai is talking to the hopeful elect and not 2/3 of our people. He's not talking to these other nations. That's why they can't get it. That's why they can't come into this thing. That's why they can't see the prophecies that are coming onto the earth. They can't see the de-dollarization, the demise of the dollar. All right, de-dollarization. All right, they can't see that. They can't see this money system collapsing, and they bringing in this digital currency that's going to be the precursor to the CHIP. They can't see those things, but we see them clearly. We see what this place is doing. All right, the so-called white man is going all throughout the earth. All right, systematically bringing you closer and closer to that MOTB. And we see everything set up and ready to go. You got tap to pay, palm readers. You have this one quote that Donald Trump said that there will be no more cash in 2026. Everything will be paid by debit cards. And what's that getting you closer to? All right? That's getting you closer to that MOTB. This devil know what he's doing. He's been planning this thing for over 60 years. You just catching on to it now. And 2/3 of our people are never going to catch it. They never going to see what's going on. They never going to see that there's going to be a third world war, a famine, a Jacob's trouble. They never going to see those things because Yahweh Shema Shai did not give those to them. That's why they couldn't understand the parables that Yahweh Shema Shai was speaking in. But we do, because Yahweh Shema Shai chose us to go out and speak this word, to wake us up, to come back to this truth, to call upon your true power, the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That is beautiful that you know the name of the Heavenly Father. It is beautiful that you know that you're a Hebrew Israelite. It's beautiful to know that you're going to have the necks of all these nations under your foot. We just got to wait. We got to endure. We got to have faith and belief in Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. Matthew 13:10. And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speak thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. You see, it is given unto you, but to them it is not given. The Heavenly Father has put stumbling blocks in front of 2/3 of our people. All right? He put blinders on them that they cannot see this truth. They cannot get it. They just keep going forward, all right, in La La Land, stuck in the matrix without an idea or any inkling of what's coming down the pipe. All right? So we should be thankful because we know this truth. We should be thankful that we know our power's name. We know our nationality. We know the end game. We know what this thing is coming to. All right? Matthew 13:12. For whosoever have, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever have not, from him shall be taken away even that he have. Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand. And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which saith, By hearing ye shall hear, and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see, and shall not perceive. And that's beautiful right here. This precept is beautifully showing you how 2/3 are not going to be able to get this knowledge, wisdom, understanding. It is not given unto them. So we should be rejoicing. We should be happy because Yahweh Shema Shai revealed this unto us. Matthew 13 and 14. And in them is fulfilled the prophecies of Isaiah, which saith, by hearing ye shall hear, and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see, and shall not perceive. For this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they shall see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and shall understand with their hearts, and shall be converted, and I shall heal them. You see, so if they hear, they understand with their minds, then they will be converted. They'll come back to Yahweh Shema Shah, because this thing will make sense to them. All right, it'll be like a bulb going off in their head, a light bulb going off. All right, you know, when you have that aha moment, that's Yahweh Shema Shah giving you that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. All right, Matthew 13 and 16. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. For verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which you see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them. So many righteous people was waiting to be at this time that we're at now. We're at the end times now, where these prophecies are coming to pass, where we can understand these dark sayings, these mysteries. All right, we can understand all these things. We know who Yahushua is. We know who our power is. We know where Babylon the Great is. We know where we're going to be delivered from. Okay, we know what the arrows in the Bible is. We know what the lake of fire is. Okay, the Heavenly Father has revealed those things unto us. And it's beautiful, because you're not walking around in gross darkness. You're not stumbling around with no idea of what's going on. These people are lost. They're confused. They're beat down. They have no idea of what's coming down the pipe. So we say, the water Yahweh Shema Shah. Thank you, Heavenly Father, and your only through the name of your only begotten Son. All right, Romans 8 and 18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. You see, these sufferings that we're going through, these bodily sufferings, being cast out of your families, being a hermit, not being around nobody, being shut off from your family, being shut off from the world. Hey, we know that we have something far more greater coming to us. We know that we're going to be able to rejoice here shortly. So it's worth not being around these wicked and perverse people. It's okay not being around your family, because they are caught up in the ways of Babylon the Great. So we hide for ourselves, okay, from the destruction and the chaos that's going on out here in the earth. Everybody is caught up in black culture. Everybody is caught up in the trail dancing. Everybody is caught up in the pagan holidays. Alright, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. We see what's coming down the pipe, so we're not out here in mirth, okay? Out here on River Street partying it down, going to Wet Willie's. We're not doing those things. Alright? And I'm not saying it's bad to go get a drink from Wet Willie's. I'm not saying it's bad to go out and have you a little bit of fun, but it's a balance to everything. Okay? It's a balance. And you don't want to do those things more than you're handling the truth. So we're starting to try to find more and more ways to give Yahweh Shema Shah more of our time, because we're coming to a time where this word is going to be sealed up. The prophets are not going to be on the highways and byways anymore. So you got to get this word now. You got to get the understanding now why it's still time to receive it. Okay? Go out to to any major city into the downtown areas where you see brothers of Great Millstone speaking, and go and ask a question. Go inquire. Ask what's going on. See what they're talking about. Because we out here bringing out the gospel. And we bringing out the judgments that's coming down the pipe. So it will behoove you to come and ask a question. Alright. 2 Corinthians 4:16. For which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. You see? So even though we're here in Babylon the Great and it look like we're dying all the day long, no, our inward man, our spirit is being renewed because it's being refreshed. Our spirit is dancing inside because we got this knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Alright? Just like when Yahushua was, well, it was told that Yahushua was going to be born of Mary, and then she went around Elizabeth and the baby jumped in her womb. That's how we're jumping around. The spirit in us is jumping because we know Yahushua is on his boy back. We know that we're coming to a time where Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is about to come back and deliver us. He's about to come back and take us back, all right, to our homeland. Take us back to that righteous state. Okay? So we're getting back to that. We're getting back to that mindset, going back to our heritage, going back to our power, going back to the way that we used to conduct ourselves in Israel, in the Holy Land. Alright, 2 Corinthians 4:17. 2 Corinthians 4:17. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and external weight of glory. Alright, 2 Corinthians 4:17. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and external weight of glory, while we look not at the things which are seen, but the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are external. You see, we can't see ourselves in the kingdom. Alright, we can't see ourselves walking down the streets made of gold. We can't see all the wives that we're going to have, or the riches that we're going to have, alright, or the chariot that's going to be over our house. Okay, we can't see those things, but we know that they're going to happen. Alright, we know that they're going to come to pass. And they are far more glorious. They're far more greater than the things that we can see. Alright, we can see this raggedy Toyota that's sitting in our yard. We can see this house that we pay too much money for. We can see the wife that we have now that's always bitching and talking shit. We can see that. Okay? We can see the children that's disrespectful. But the things that we can't see are the things that are more greater, that's far more, that are worth far more. Okay? Philippians 3:13. Brother, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind, and reaching forth unto those things which are before. I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of Yahushua HaMashiach. Okay? So that's the thing. That's what we're doing. We're pressing toward that mark. We're killing that old man. Alright? We're coming out of Babylon the Great and looking toward, alright, the kingdom. Looking toward seeing the tabernacle of David being risen. Looking toward Yahushua cracking those clouds and coming back with deliverance. Okay? Seeing brothers putting hands on people and healing them. We're seeing those things that most people can't see. Alright? They can't see the prize of that high calling. They can't see what Yahushua is going to reward us for doing this work. But we see those things and we take ourselves out of this wicked place. We take ourselves out of this current construct, these philosophies, these lies, the ideologies, the idol worship. We taking ourselves out of those things because we want Yahushua. We want to get that kingdom. We want to get deliverance. And we're going to fight for that. Every day we get up, we're thinking about the kingdom. Every day we go to sleep, we're thinking about the kingdom. Okay? We got that eye single. That mind's eye is single. We only see the kingdom. We only see deliverance. All right? And if you keep focusing on something enough, that's going to be your only mindset. And that's how it is for us. All right? We're not worried about these 2/3, how they're going to be destroyed. We're not worried about the judgments that are coming to them. We're worried about how we can get saved. All right? How the Lord's going to look at us and say, hey, this is my servant, and him I am well pleased. All right? So that's the things that we're fighting for. That's what we're looking toward. And that's what we're coming to. All right? Salvation, deliverance, being with Yahushua. So with that, I'm going to end off by giving all the praise and all the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect around the four corners of the earth that are making their calling and election sure. Shalom.